Oh, I didn't plan on doing a video for shock treatment, but this needs to get out there right now. I can't wait till Sunday. I was gonna take a couple days off, but I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. Much like the sheeple. Well, they're salty, but they are simple. All right. Stay tuned. Smart things aren't so smart. All right. Coming at you with the truth and no lies. Right underneath the Newton, Georgia climate engineered chemtrail geoengineered sky. Here's one for the road of the shock treatment. A company called Sidewalk Labs, Alphabet's grand experiment in smart cities, will move forward with Toronto project, and there's quite a bit of discontentment coming out from the citizens about this. Just when you thought the cell phone was intrusive, just when you thought, your smart TV, I think Magnavox confessed to it, or they found out Magnavox was listening in and watching you. ESPN says they could look at you through your TV. That's right. And other means of surveillance like the Li-Fi, Alexa that you invite into your home, comes now this idea, this concept for a smart city where they're going to listen to track every little thing you do, everywhere. It's not bad enough that the smart cars with the GPSs that some cars can't even turn off are tracking. No, that's not good enough for them, is it? They have to have smart bridges, smart everything, as the society is getting dummied down from the programming, the heli-weird movies, the fluoride, the vaccines, you name it, and the chemtrails, the aluminum in the air, the nonsense aluminum in your vaccines, the formaldehyde, everything working against you. So let's take a look at this. In the 2 years since Sidewalk Labs pitched its vision for a grand smart city development encompassing an entire neighborhood on the Toronto waterfront, the project has been beset by controversy and criticism. On one hand, the 12-acre project in Toronto's Quayside district promised to be a proving ground for the latest thinking in sustainable design and technology integration into urban planning, led by a subsidiary of one of the world's most innovative technology companies. On the other, that same technology company has been instrumental in the development of a corporate technologically abled panopticon that has almost total view into our digital and physical lives through its search and mapping technologies, giving the company the potential for unfettered access to the built environment in which Toronto citizens would now seem like a step too far for many privacy advocates. I got a news flash. What privacy? All right? What privacy? Especially after 9/11 and the Patriot Act. What privacy do you really have? It's an illusion, folks. That's why when people say they don't need to know where I'm at, I'm like, they already know where you're at. Who's to say when you turn off the GPS that it really goes off? Who's to say? All right? Oh, by the way, did you know that the UN took over a building over there in Utah, and it's considered international property, and you have absolutely no rights at all once you enter it? It's considered international property in Utah. Go check that one out, huh? You want to talk about rights, you want to talk about freedom and worrying about surveillance. I mean, this really is what we should be focusing on top of the 5G and the chemtrails, but the Internet of Things, it is total lockdown, right? So the public outcry has gotten so loud that the project seemed to be in jeopardy. That, in turn, likely would be an existential challenge to Sidewalk Labs, since the company's work in Toronto was to be the early crown jewel, proving out its ability to integrate technology technology into the built environment in a way that would benefit populations. Explain to me how you knowing where the hell I am, listening to every little damn thing I do, Explain to me how that helps. It doesn't help. As a matter of fact, you need to go back to hardwiring your house. You need to, if you have an old school refrigerator or old school car, you better start maintaining it and keeping it maintained. Invest in that, because anything smart is not smart for you. It's stupid for us, really, ultimately, and smart for Big Brother. All the data is being collected. Why is that considered more precious than gold now? Your data. What do they plan on doing that? I don't think it's just for marketing. All right. So at the I think that this video here is showing you top 10 innovative Internet of Things. You know what? It's just nuts. If you see me with a long beard and a top hat and a horse and buggy, you know I went Amish on you. I went Amish on you. That's right. Well, that's right, folks. So a 12-acre parcel. I don't know. I wouldn't want to move on into that. So put this in quotes. We're encouraged by today's decision by the Waterfront Toronto Board and are pleased to have reached an alignment on critical issues with Waterfront Toronto. We want to be a part of Waterfront Toronto. This is what the company is saying that plans on doing this. And governments to build an innovative and inclusive neighborhood, said Sidewalk Labs chief executive. This has Google written all over it. Does it not? Does it not? This is possibly a way that they could, I don't know, social credit score you maybe. Who knows? Like you're in a smart city and, well, all of a sudden you don't have access to this or that based on your beliefs in something. An Internet of Things car parking system, huh? Take a look at this. Well, the way these jackasses at the Thomas Crossroads Kroger's parking, they need something because they park it crooked like they're drunk. It's unbelievable. It's almost like the sheeple are inviting Big Brother, giving Big Brother reason to do these things because it's the way they act. If you watch them driving in Atlanta Motor Speedway, I-75, I-85, they're begging for Big Brother to get the drones out, right? They're begging for the RoboCops to be rolled out and stuff like that because of the way your behavior is. Don't give them a reason to roll this shit out based on your behavior because you want to go 100 miles an hour and they don't have the police force. So they got enough people on the police force to pull your asses over. There's too many of you. So they got to get the drones out. I mean, you're inviting this. You're giving Big Brother a reason to keep rolling this stuff out. Don't give them a reason. And we need to reach critical mass awareness too. So this 12-acre thing is a beta site. And the company will also agree to work with Waterfront Toronto, which will lead to a public procurement process for developer to partner with Sidewalk Labs. Finally, Sidewalk Labs will also no longer lead the efforts to design and implement infrastructure. That's now going to be handled by Waterfront Toronto. So it sounds like Waterfront Toronto and this company going hand in hand to try out this 12-acre land and to see how that goes, right? Well, I mean, they got the 5G already in cities. That's total surveillance and lockdown right there. Atlanta's one of them, and they're getting hammered by radiation top to bottom. I've already tested it out. Hit the northern perimeter coming back from the mountains, beep, 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 all the way down the southern perimeter. All right? And that's with a little cheapy one. I don't have the expensive one yet. All right? Not yet. So get off my back on that, will you? I mean, you could always buy me one if you want me to have one. I'll be happy to go out and put this community on blast with all the cell towers and everything. Even with concerns over data collection, the experiment in urban planning has merit. Integrating technology to improve the efficiencies in construction, energy generation, energy efficiency. This ain't about no damn energy efficiency and traffic management. All right? This is a bunch of crap. All it is this right here. Do you see this? More of it. All right? Smart ain't so smart. So there you go, Toronto. There you go. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable what they're trying to do and pull on the unawares. All it is mass surveillance. It's data collection, and of everything, your whereabouts, and even with the Li-Fi, word has it that they can extract information from your brain and use that light energy to download shiznit into your brain, images, what have you. So don't think this is just to help our lives be better. Does this look loving and caring to you? Does this shit look healthy? I mean, you just take a look at it and know this is nefarious, that this is wicked, that this is evil. Right there at your doorstep, radiating the trees. So yeah, it's important to know what's going on. The smart city that they're planning, or the smart 12 acres in Toronto, the way they want to do it is just total, absolute Big Brother surveillance. Everything's just an Alexa, basically. So yeah, be concerned about the 5G. Be concerned about the chemtrails, the vaccines, the GMOs. Of course, the crap, the tap water, the fake news that's out there. But listen, one thing's for sure is we got to reach critical mass awareness. And this ain't one thing. All these things are not meant for one person to address necessarily. And that person, be it the president, the question still remains: does he know? You can't assume that the president knows about the detriments of 5G. You can't assume, makes an ass out of you and me, that he even knows geoengineering is going on, the chemtrails. You can't assume that he knows about the bad parts of it. Let's just say that. We know he knows about the 5G, but the bad parts is what I mean. The detrimental parts. All right, just look at the power lines. I know that those are radiation. Even with my cheapie, I could be 100 feet away at the gym, and 100 from the power lines where a lot of cars are parked at, and it's still freaking going off the chain. This is dangerous shit. They're worried about energy efficiency. How much energy does this shit take? Huh? See how they talk about at both corners of the mouth? Well, listen. We have to get Trump's attention. I'm not going to bash him. I'm not going to knock him. I'm just not on that. All right? Because I don't have any clear evidence he knows about this. You can't just assume and go, well, he's playing dumb or he just doesn't know. You can't assume that. I mean, there's plenty of people that are friggin' in government that don't know half the shit that's going on. The left hand doesn't always tell the right hand what it's doing. It is compartmentalized, all right? And yeah, he thinks he wants 5G because he's a businessman. He wants to be first in everything. He doesn't realize what it's doing. Have you talked to him? Have you sat him down and told him? Oh, no, you didn't. Has anybody else? Okay, well, then there you go. No proof that he knows about it at all. No proof. All right, that's fake news saying he has proof. That's not true. All right? Same thing with me. Same thing with a lot of us in this truth movement. I didn't know about chemtrails 4 years ago. All right? I didn't know about the radiation coming from the cell phone just a mere 5 years ago. It's not until I went down the damn rabbit hole that I realized what the hell's going on, and kept digging further and further. Let the government, let the people in power go down a rabbit hole, and then see what their reaction is. If they still want 5G, then you know they're POSs. But until then, until you have concrete evidence, case dismissed. No further questions, Your Honor. All right? And just because someone was affiliated with a certain party years ago doesn't mean they're that today. Just like someone could be an atheist and get converted and become a Christian. It's unbelievable, man. It is. We live in a crazy, effed up, nonsense, BS, upside down world. We really do. And it's not like I'm I'm pro-America, first and foremost. Let's get that right. All right? And the thing is, we're here. Our job then is to create critical mass awareness, where then we get so many on board, we can finally get the president's attention. We finally get their attention. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? At any rate. So that's our job, all right? That they're going through this bogus BS impeachment. I don't know. Let's see you put up with all this nonsense, and then on top of it get blamed for things that might not be able a chance to get addressed yet, or maybe doesn't know about the detriments of vaccines. Did you know about Section 13 before you found out about Section 13? I didn't know about Section 13 until I found out about Section 13, all right? They don't give that to everybody, and unless the powers that be, in other words, the president knows about the detriments, is sat down and told, that's recorded and shown to us, and he still wants to implement it, still wants to keep them, then Houston, we really do have a problem. But until then, I haven't seen it. Have you? If you have, let's see the proof. I don't need any deep fake crap either. Unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable what we're going through. What's going on. The 5G, this freaking ultra smart Alexa type city in Toronto. It's time to wake up, folks. It's time to wake up. I'm about to go live on Facebook. And I'll see you probably Sunday, Lord willing, for another shock treatment. Unbelievable.